Hello, so garden walk around, July 26th, 2023. Garden's grown a lot in the past few weeks. This first plot is my red beans. I did a Florida weave to support them. You'll see that pretty common, more commonly at least for tomato. There's a lot of nice sized pods in there. Next to the white scallop squash. After I spoke poorly of them, they began to bear. I have 3 1-gallon bags filled with them, cut up in my freezer rather. And this other plant that I've got the camera pointed to, this thing must have been pollinated by another type of squash. It's still good fruit, but it's not a white scallop. And next is the eggplant, kind of feeble looking, but there's fruit on it. I'll probably slice them up and ferment them. And there's 4 California bells stuck in there. I've already got several quarts of pickled peppers to put away. There's my 6 jalapeno. I have 7 quarts of those sliced and pickled, canned. And these are my watermelon. The one that was the biggest a few weeks ago is no longer. This may be the largest one I have, and I thought of a new material to make the hammocks out of that's far superior. You'll see that on my ambrosia cantaloupe. These are my tomatoes. I got 7 plants. They're all 6 foot or over tall. And of course there's my Stupichka. Very productive. And over here is the Goliath. I think Goliath is my new favorite. After this video, I'm going to prune these plants pretty heavily. I like to have the centers open to let the sunlight in. I've already canned 13 pints of salsa or sauce, and I'll probably can another 13 pints or 7 quarts to Saturday. You can see the fruit in there. There's the English paste tucked in there. I have a couple of English paste. I really like that plant. A little different view of the red beans. And just looking down the row of the tomatoes. And, of course the watermelon. This is my okra. These were little, I think they were pretty small a few weeks ago. There's a lot of buds on them. I'm certain that I'll be pickling quite a bit of okra within the next 30 days. I really like my cucumber plants. There's only 2 of them in there. I've already got 2 gallons of cukes fermented. This is my buckwheat. I seeded this 3 weeks ago. The first attempt, the ground was too hard. I couldn't rake the seed in, and when I was watering it, I'm certain that I was moving the seeds while they were trying to germinate. So it was a pretty feeble looking crop this year. This crop looks perfect. This stuff will be 4 foot tall within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Makes a nice, really fast cover crop. Really good soil builder. I mean, it's not a lot of material, but it's fast. And these are my ambrosia cantaloupe. None of them are ripe yet because I was pruning them in the wrong way. Since the last video, I figured it out. Of course, there's 14 of them in hammock. And basically that bird netting, I cut it into 32 by 18 inch pieces, and I think it's called a keyring carabiner. 4 ears on each plant. Starting to fill in really nice. And in between, I think there's 14 cranberry beans. They're getting shaded, but I believe that I'll collect enough pods and seeds to grow cranberry beans next year, which is kind of unusual around here. And almost last but not least is my Kennebec potatoes. They may be ready to harvest. I need to learn how to tell when the plants are indicating this time. The other 2 rows of corn, and there in the last plot is my asparagus. Thanks for watching.